and welcome, gentlemen and ladies. When ladies are watching through our men's show, Wild at Heart, real, authentic, uncut, real guys talking about authentic topics, and don't have a script, and we don't cut it, we don't edit it. What's out? It's out. My name is Roland. I am actually of this show. I'm the host and moderator of this show, and the creator of it. I'm also doing other shows on USA Global TV as a co-host together with the founder and CEO, Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Different shows, an environmental show, business shows, the Mallorca Connections. And yeah, my background is actually, I call myself a entrepreneur. So I'm in business since many years. Together with my team in Switzerland, we coach, consult, train, and spare huge international businesses and organizations around the world since almost 3 decades, 28 years right now. But also for interesting our startup projects we are supporting them. That's my main business since many years, and I'm absolutely dedicated to this. If you want to find more information, go on my website. It's my name, rolandfriedl.com. It's ROLANDFRIEDL.com. I spell it for those guys who are listening on a radio station or on a podcast. And from there, you can link to SBS, the Spartan Performance System, that's the business side, or to Sparring for Men, that's the men's side, or the Wireless Love Rocks, where we coach people who want to have the same, maybe weird lifestyle like I do, because I'm broadcasting here live from Andalusia, from the south of Spain, very close to the Portuguese border right now. And the topic for the show is how to celebrate the holiday season. Actually, Christmas is coming up in 10 days. So how to celebrate the holiday season with love in your heart as a man with your family. This episode for today. And normally we have a larger panel, international panel of different guys from different places in the world. But 2 of them have their days that don't feel good. And the other 2 guys, they got an international call to put on the TV set, because otherwise the soccer game can't start in Qatar. So it's just my dear friend, but I'm very happy that he's here, and we always have a good conversation, sometimes controversial, but I love it. I'm very respectful communication and a discussion. Welcome from Germany, my dear friend, Christian Brosch.
Hey, Roland. Hi, how are you doing? This is quite private today.
It's the 2 of us. But it's okay, man. It's okay, man. Let's go. Into soccer too. I'm a huge soccer fan. I love to watch good plays, but I'm committed to the men's show. So I'm here. And thanks that you're committed to, man. Okay, so it's about Christmas. I mean, in 10 days, actually, in most of the countries, 10 days where I'm here in Spain, to celebrate. Actually, the kids get the presents not on the 24th, like we did in Austria or you in Germany. They get it on the 6th of January. So the 3 Holy Kings bring the presents. Don't have a Christkind or how to call it, a Santa Claus, or how to call it in the US? Santa Claus, I guess, yeah. So that's the 3 kings. But anyway, I don't know what your experience is, but when I was preparing a little bit about the show, meaning just have a short review or a short bag about the last 58 years, my Christmases that I spent as a kid with my parents, then as a student, with my peer group, then with my family, my wife, my kids, then after divorcement alone with my girlfriend, and so on. And I said, okay, it was an emotional roller coaster. So there's some Christmas I didn't like at all, especially when I was a kid. It was a lot of stress. I loved it very much with my kids. I loved it very much with my second wife and my girlfriend. So how about you? When you think about Christmas, what are your feelings?
My feelings about Christmas? Well, in my grown-up days, I really can't understand my friends, because they always tell me when they come together for the Christmas Eve, and for this huge meal and everybody's on the table. So they say there's always some arguing going on. Like all the stuff which is held back throughout the year, it comes on the table on Christmas, like, which is the place where it should not. But if I look how Christmas is working on my family, it's completely different. We come together, we just talk, and we always talk open. Like in our family, there are no secrets or stuff like that. We all know who's in deep shit right now, who's doing quite good. It's very, very a very honest place. So Christmas for me is very joyful because I have two sisters, two younger sisters, and with one of them I'm cooking on Christmas Eve. This is like a tradition, so my mom can chill. And yeah, we are cooking. We're having fun in the kitchen, my sister and I. And my mom's preparing the table with my dad, and so it's really easy, nice, and cozy. And yeah, there is a lot of love around.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, you know, as I said, for me it was a roller coaster. When I was a kid, I didn't like Christmas at all because my parents was always arguing. You know, my dad was working a lot, traveling all the time, and only here on the weekend, and then there was a lot of pressure. And I was I was a very introvert boy, and I always was. You know, when they said, "Okay, what do you wish for Christmas?" I was always wishing to get a book, and when I got my book, I took it and went to my room and started reading and not hearing all the noise. Oh, I'm our dear friend from Egypt is here from the Middle East. Let's welcome Munir.
Hello, and I'm in red, just in the t-shirt that is right for the holiday seasons.
Ah, nice, nice, nice. Okay, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us, man. So we're just discussing about Christmas, and I said, you know, mine in the beginning, you know, as a kid I didn't like it, so I was always taking my book when I got a book on Christmas and hiding in my room under my bed and reading. And then I remember when I had my first marriage with my first wife, together with 3 kids. We always spent Christmas with her family, so with her parents in her house, which was a little bit annoying for me because I could never buy a Christmas tree. You know, as a man, you want to bring home a huge Christmas tree, you know, have stuff like that. So it was a little bit annoying, but it was always, as you said, Christian, it was always a very peaceful, loving event, coming all together with her brother and her sister, with her parents and her family. We had all dinner together and stuff like that. I absolutely enjoyed this time. I absolutely enjoyed it. I was a little bit, as I said, yeah, I would love to have my family at home for Christmas, but I had, to be honest, we never had work, you know, especially my wife. She never had work because her mom was always cooking and all the stuff, and her sister. We always had to enjoy the time, but I loved it very much. I loved it also very much with my second wife and with my girlfriend. And yeah, it's up and down, but I understand what you said, Christian. For me, Christmas should be a peaceful. Well, actually, not only Christmas. I mean, hopefully the whole year is a peaceful time, and not only Christmas. But there's a lot of pressure on the people, you know, because you know, I know it from friends. When I talk to friends too, when they're arguing, they say, "What's going on Christmas?" And they say, you know, there is so much hope and so much pressure to have a nice party or a good time together. You're preparing, getting the gifts and the presents for the kids. The wife is cooking, preparing the Christmas tree, doing all the decoration. There's so much that people put so much pressure on them. The expectations are so high, and then there's one wrong word or one misunderstanding, and everything explodes, and all this fake stuff really, disappears. Maria, how about Christmas time? What do you think? My first question I ask a Christian is, what do you feel? What emotion comes up first when you think about Christmas? And, oh shit, all this family, or you say, oh, wonderful, I love it.
Okay, so we celebrate Christmas and the New Year Eve, but in a different way. So you would find the lights, the festive time starts even in November, and all the buildings and so on. It's like, you know, as if you're in really nice decoration, especially in the compounds and so on. But during the Christmas Eve, there are 2 parts, you know, the Christians and the Muslims. So Muslims does not really have the gathering and so on, and it's not vacation day. So the country gave vacation day for the Christians only, and they do the celebration and the night of the Christmas and so on. But for us, we are absolutely, Jesus is a prophet, and we believe and we celebrate his birth and so on. So it is nice, but it's not. I mean, the majority of the country does not gather in this festive time or the Christmas Eve and so on. New Year Eve is a different scenario, because this is the time where everyone is celebrating, going out, having nights, and so on. And this is, a different scenario. They are celebrating the New Year Eve. But in the similar thing, like the Christmas in the Middle East would be, the Eid after, or, the festive after Ramadan. After being fasting for the months and so on, there are a few days vacation, shut down, and this is where some visits of the family and so on that take place, and as well as the Eid of al-Hajj. So this is where the time where actually do a lot of family visits, but it's not big gathering. It does not work like in the Western part, where there are, the gathering of the entire family in one place and so on. But there are a lot of visits happening, and the small families are put together.
And are there also presents, gift involved, like we do in the Western culture?
During the Christmas?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do the tree, the Secret Santa. It's everywhere, so we're doing it, and then under the tree, and we do it. But it's not. I mean, it's not the big presents. And during the Eid time, they give money, but not presents. So it's the tradition is from the elder people giving to. So the grandfather would give money for his grandchildren and so on, and maybe his children, even they are grown up. Here you go, you're still my kid, and so on. So they give the money, but not presents. And in the Christmas, there are this, of course, in everywhere, the Secret Santa, the trees, and so on. This is in Christians or Muslims. I mean, we do it. We share the things. By the way, let me tell you something. It's exactly like the Christians do during the Muslims' festive time. So a lot of Christians fast to just share the feelings and so on. And during the Eid, because it's the nation in vacation, they do the visits and so on, and they would do something, and definitely travel for somewhere. And during the Hajj time, absolutely, this they do the same. They do not take the Hajj or open the things, but they will exchange greetings and so on. And as families, they will definitely gather and celebrate it with us as well.
Yeah, we have also this fasting in the Christian culture after Carnival until Easter times. It's also 40 days. I guess I don't know if many people are doing this in the Western culture. I know some friends of mine that they say, okay, I don't drink alcohol or stuff like that, or I don't know, having chocolate. So my dear friend Munir, so I'm a little bit jealous. So you don't have this stress like we have with getting all these presents together for the kids, and I'm too late and I need something for my wife. You don't have the stress.
No. To be honest, no, not that. And even when we do this kind of Secret Santas or the under the tree presents, they will not gonna be big things. I mean, it's toys, flip-flops, things like that.
Socks.
It's nice things. Absolutely, yes. Those kind of things that is easy, nice, and have fun with it and so on, but not really. And even toys, when the kids were young, we put some toys, but not that expensive toy. It's like, a small gun or a small car or something like that. So it's not really stressful in that regard.
Okay, thanks, Maria. Christian, a question.
To be honest as well. Sorry. So I'm sorry to interrupt. And the tree, we have this artificial tree, and we put it together, cut it together, and then the decoration is there. We save it, and then so it's a one-time investment. We don't do a lot of investment with the tree as well.
Okay, so you have an artificial one. Christian, do you have an artificial Christmas tree, Christian, or a real tree? one in a pot or one I discarded, or?
I really don't know, because I don't have one. I have to check my parents' place, and I haven't been there for a week now, so I don't know. I can't really tell.
We always had a nice tree, and also when I already have been living in Mallorca in Spain, I always imported a quite expensive tree from Germany, a nice one, because I love this tree. And to be honest, I remember with my second wife, when we lived together, and her son was with us, so we had Christmas together. As I said before, my first wife always went to her parents' house, was nice too, but this also in my second round, I could go for a Christmas tree, together with my wife. Choose one, select one, and then carry it at home. And she was decorating, and I loved the time before Christmas when she was decorating. And I met my friends on the Christmas market, and trying some good stuff for a good reason, for donating all these charity spoofs. So I don't know if many of you know, but we in Austria, especially in Austria, I guess in Germany too, we have these Christmas markets, these nice wooden huts, and there are some charity organizations like Lions Club or others, many other. And so we drink there for a good reason, to donate money for a good reason. And we have always in a good temper coming back home. Anyway, Christian, my question to you, Christian, is: are you, when you think about Christmas presents for your beloved ones, are you the last minute guy, or you buy it 2 weeks, 2 months in advance when you see it and say, oh, this would be nice for Christmas, only buy it? Or you the last minute guy?
Neither one of them. To me, it's like I'm the I don't know how you call it. It's like it happens randomly. Like I'm thinking about someone, and just being in the city or in the shops, and then I see something, and this something tells me, oh, this one here is for, I don't know, call him Harold or something. So the presents find me rather than I find the presents, and I don't really put any pressure on that. If I don't have a presence for everyone I'm going to meet on Christmas, well, then it's like that. So I don't do pressure on this present thing. To me, it's much more important to see my beloved ones and be with them, spend some time.
Absolutely. Well, I was buying the stuff very, very early, because I saw them in September, for example, or in August already. So, okay, this would be nice for my kid or for my wife, and I bought it. And then it was always a challenge to hide all the stuff, hide all the stuff, these huge presents somewhere. Like, I was buying Christmas stuff the whole year, when I saw something, so okay, I know my wife would love it, or one of my boys would love it. So I bought it, I don't know, July, August, September, October, so quite early. I was never a late guy. So running on the last open Saturday to get some Christmas presents. Yeah.
So I have a question for you guys. How do you see a present? Like what is a present? What comes with a present? What is it? Yeah.
For me, it means a present when somebody gives me. It's not about the value that is expensive or exclusive. For me, it means somebody thinks of me and really thinks about what would Roland love to have. No. I give you an example. I guess I don't know if I told it already in one of the shows. For example, on birthday, the only thing I want on birthday is a piece of cake and a coffee. And I remember when I was 50. I had a huge party in my house in Mallorca. A lot of friends came from different countries, stayed at the house and hotels. I got exclusive presents, stuff that I absolutely don't need. But one of my friends, he brought me a Sacher cake from Vienna, and I was the happiest guy. So for me, it's not about the value, how much money somebody's spending. It's more about, does this person really think about what I really would enjoy? That's much more important for me. And if there's no present, I'm not expecting something, of course, yeah. But for me, it's the small stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I think it's the same, Christian. The idea is that it's how do you see it? For some people, presents are in their mind and their soul feelings. They feel that this is how they can express the love. And I've read this nice book, The 5 Languages of Love, and it was in the book, it was this kind of study that there are 5 ways to express that you love to someone. It's words, it's affections and physical touches, and presence, being there for them, doing something, and so on. And in my list, having present was at the least, so it was the last one, and giving present as well. So it's not the way that I express my love with, and it's not the way that I would recognize that someone is in love with me or think about me when I get the present. So for me, this is not really something. I mean, it's nice to have. It would be a good surprise. But even if it doesn't, I don't remember and I don't recall. But for other people, it can be on the top of their priority to express their love or to receive the love. This kind of thing. If I receive something from you, that means that you love me so much. This is the way that I would translate the present that you love me, and that might be very important with them.
Absolutely, absolutely. And to be honest, when I was growing older, for me it was really difficult to buy a proper, how to say, a proper gift for Christmas or birthday, whatever. Now it's Christmas time for my girlfriend, because when the older you are, you have everything. It was really difficult for me. So, and I always said to her, "Tell me what you want, I buy it for you. I don't know, it's a camera or whatever you want. I'm gonna buy it for you. But I want you that you are happy, you know, because it's I don't buy." Yeah, it's difficult for me to find, and even when you buy some more expensive stuff, like good stuff, then of course you want to give the best one, and she chooses what she wants, and I mean it's less surprise, of course, but it's more rational for me. But to be honest, I was always ashamed, guys. I don't feel my girlfriend. She doesn't have money, absolutely enough, not much. But she always, on Christmas or my birthday, she always came with, I don't know, I didn't count it, with 5, 6, 7 presents for me, always. Not large stuff, not a Rolex or something, you know, but, you know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I said, oh, wow, she really thinks about me. It's not that, meaning she's really investing in thinking, yeah, what this person could need.
Absolutely. And this is what they love. And if your girlfriend was doing that, that means that this is the way that she can express her love and her care. And that's of course. And don't get me wrong. For my wife as well, you know, receiving presents is the least, but giving presents is higher. So it was not the same. But in certain cases, I remember when she saw this necklace and she was really fond of it, and she was, you know, this would be nice and so on. And then after maybe 4 or 5 months in her birthday, I was just taking her to a nice dinner, and we were chatting and so on. And I said, I'm going to be going to the toilet, and then, you know, I'm back, and then the bag with the brand, and she was, you know, all over the moon. Of course, they would love that because they feel that you remember, that you care. If there is something missing and so on, this would be nice. My last present, it was during my birthday. It was a massage. So that was really good, because absolutely I needed this kind of relaxation, and she was doing it, and it was nice. So of course, I mean, the art of the presence, as Christian is saying, you know, it's presence. Call me. I am for this one. And this is the art of choosing the present, relevant presence, and something that will touch the heart, rather than just giving something that is expensive or showing off, or just giving it without the real care from the heart.
Okay. Yeah. Gentlemen, I have a question. We're old men, you know. We always try to support our family or our friends or whatever. on a vacation like Christmas, yeah, on these holidays, are you really off business, or are you doing business besides that, or even thinking about it, or really said no, it's family time? Is it really family time, or you can't stop thinking about business, or making calls or checking emails or whatever? What is it, Christian? How about you?
No, when I'm at my parents' house, I switch my phone off.
You switch it off. No emails, no phone calls, nothing.
No, my dad is now I think he's 78, and my mom is 86. So I think I can respect them and the time best if I switch my phone off. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have 100% focus on my parents.
Very good, very good. How about you, my dear friend Munir?
Well, I wish I can be half of Christian, but it's no. I mean, it's okay. During this kind of, everyone is in vacation. That means that it is, I mean, the nationwide is on vacation, so it's less stress. You don't have a lot of emails. You don't have customers because we're all off, and that's a good stuff. But of course, as my business is a little bit international, there would be some of the, people from outside of the country, and they are trying. I do my best, and especially when the gathering during the lunch and so on, I just focus on that. But I would do something in the morning. I would do something in the evening, as usual. Yes.
I remember, my dear friend, one day I called you and I wanted to discuss something with you, and I said, I'm out with my wife for dinner. And I said, hey, enjoy your time. I said, no, I have time. I said, what the fuck is he doing? No.
Yes, I now remember. It was, yeah, and we were going and so on, and we were actually sitting, and it's the two of us, and she needed to hear the conversation that we are doing, and that's it's not good, to be honest. Yeah. Yes, my priorities are messed up.
Yeah, well, I don't switch my phone off, but I have it on silence. I have it on silence, so I don't look at it. But I don't have any email app on my phone as well. So, but I have it on silence. I don't look at it. And actually, when I put it off, of course, I don't have a mailbox, so nobody can leave me a message, because I don't want to disturb. As you said, Christian, I want to 100% there. And I was not so when I was younger, because when I was younger, I was building up my business. I said, you miss something, and then a friend of mine said, when you did a good job during the week, then why not shut down on the holidays? you don't save the business on the holidays. It doesn't make any sense. But sometimes we're really driven. Really driven.
I think what is the challenging is not switching off the phone, is switching off our mind. And this is what I mean. I can so seriously, sometimes I put it aside and so on, but it's still my mind is there, so I'm not present. And this is something that is I remember the therapy was saying, and in fact she was talking about the present, Christiane, and she was saying, what's more important from getting a present is to be present. So that's the most important, and that's something that we really need to work on it, because it takes some effort and focus in order to be doing that.
Actually, it's the greatest gift we can give is giving time, or that's the greatest gift we can give is time. Sorry, Christian.
No, I like that the sentence she said. Yeah, presence is very, very important, because you're the human right next to you is they feel it. They feel that you are there, really there, or that you are not there. And especially women, they have very fine antennas for that.
And also kids, I can say from my own experience with my kids, you're there, but you're not present. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. How about watching TV on Christmas? I know that many people are watching TV like crazy on Christmas. Is this a stuff like you? Because there's, I remember, I don't have a TV set, but when I was at my parents-in-law house at the time, and I was looking at the newspaper, especially on the Christmas, they brought so many movies out. Actually, every 90 minutes or whatever, there was a movie going on a different channel. Is there something watching TV on Christmas? Christmas movies, Hollywood, or something? Is there something on Christmas you do?
Of course there are, but as I remember, in Germany, the Christmas movies, they are on December 25th and 26th, like Märchen, you know, how you
fairy
call
tale.
it?
Fairy tale.
Yeah, a lot of fairy tales coming in German TV, like the one with these three sisters, and she gets the prince in the end, and I don't know, Aschenbrödel it's called in Deutsch, in German. So,
but I guess this is more entertainment for the kids, so that the parents can have the time off and sitting the kids in front. I always call it the electric grandma. The electric grandma, putting on the electric grandma, taking the TV set is taking care of the kids. They don't run away. But yeah. I just realized that there's a lot of movies going on. Yeah, cartoons and Christmas stuff and fairy tales on Christmas. Yeah, absolutely. The more the romantic side is coming.
Absolutely. There are those kind of, Christmas time movies and New Year's time movies and so on. And that would go for me in the New Year Eve. I would definitely, this is the best, because in my young age, I used to go out. And in fact, the nights did not go well all the time, because of, a lot of drinking and a lot of people, young people who are not accustomed to drinking and so on. So they drink and then they got, drunk, and then they drive and then they fight or something like that. So normally, New Year Eves were not really nice. So after few bad ones, I decided that the best thing to do in the New Year Eve is to order a big pocket of Kentucky Fried Chicken and a large one of PepsiCo. Absolutely. And then I watch TV and those kind of, love. Actually, I saw it like, 5 or 6 years, I would say, because New Year Eve. And each time I would cry at watching, and then at the end of the day, they love each other's and so on. And then this kind of, spiritual time where the families, the loved ones and so on, they bring good emotions. And then I eat the pocket, and then I eat the French fries, and then the Pepsi, and then watch the movie and then sleep. That would be my best New Year treat.
I remember this conversation when we talked about, I guess it was last year, 2 years ago. I remember the Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I told you about that. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was giving you some news. I think it was 20 something years for now. I do the same, and it's always KFC, nothing else. And this is where I get my emotion up and running.
I wonder if you guys, are you doing rituals for Christmas?
So for the Christians, they do, of course. They have the Christmas, and we have, by the way, 2 Christmas days. So we have the 25th of December, and we have the 7th of January. So there are the Orthodox. They are believing more. It's their calendar that the Christ has been born on the 7th, and other people they are thinking it was on the 25th. So and a lot of Christian family have both. So we celebrate both, and for that they choose the vacation day. So they can choose to have it on the 25th. Or they can choose to have the 7th as the vacation. And of course, they go to church, and there are this kind of, big celebration on TV. The Pope is there. The president would normally go, or someone from the high state would go. and celebrate and give a small speech for the Pope and so on. So it's of course there are this kind of ritual, spiritual things, prayers, and it's a big one because we have big churches, especially for the Orthodox, so or the Catholic. I'm not sure. My apologies, for mixing things up. So, but there is this big church in Alexandria, big church in Egypt, in Cairo, and so on, and a big celebration is being there.
Okay, because a thing that is coming up more and more in Germany is preparing for Christmas. I think it's 12 or 13 days before Christmas, like starting. It's called Rauhnächte. And you know it?
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, my girlfriend always takes a time off and for the Rauhnächte. Yeah, always.
Yeah,
and
this is really preparing yourself for Christmas and for the change of the year. It's like writing down what you are grateful for, things you want to let go, things you want to have closing or have closed, finish something, or things you wish for next year. And it's kind of meditation. Some people, they burn some herbs doing that, or make a fire. And then I think it's about, I don't know if it's on 24th or 25th, you have a big fire and you burn all these wishes, or you burn all those papers you wrote the things on it you want to let go, and stuff like that. I like this tradition, or this ritual, because it calms down a little bit. It slows down the time a little bit, and you are more connected to yourself, connected to your true wishes, connected to your heart. And this is off this commercial stuff, which is the regular thing for Christmas, more or less.
I guess the so-called Rauhnächte, I don't know the English word. This is a tradition from, I guess it's a Celtic tradition, or it comes from the north.
Think so, yeah, I
think so. Yeah, actually, this year it's from the 20. It's quite late. It's because there's a special moon constellation. I guess it's after Christmas until 18th of January or something like that. Yeah, actually. So, well, thinking about it, thinking about some tradition. Well, what we have is never have unwashed clothes over to the New Year, so we have to clean old stuff. That's what we have.
Okay.
Yeah, washing old stuff. Don't have unwashed stuff for the next year. That's what we have. But another tradition was just the normal stuff. The man brings the Christmas tree at home, girl is decorating, man is donating and on charity. That was a ritual, and I loved it very much. It was always fun with my friends to have fun together. And I remember with my parents, my first marriage, we went to church, we did prayers and stuff like that. And one of the rituals was, of course, it's also the food. We had always a very nice, very nice dishes on the 25th, not on the 24th. It was on 24th was more a simple dish. But on the 25th, yes, we had always a very nice lunch and dinner. But also, I mean, holiday, as Munir mentioned it's not only Christmas, it's also going on New Year's Eve. Let's spend the last minutes a little bit on New Year's Eve, guys. Are you Munir said Kentucky Fried Chicken is the one and only for the last 10 years?
We have a weird tradition. My dad is an absolute fan of Dinner for One. We always have to watch it. And on German TV, it comes in I don't know in how many channels, and it's like the one is ending and you switch to the next channel, and there it's just starting. So we spend about an hour watching Dinner for One, and my dad is hilarious with this. So this is what we do.
I remember this is funny stuff. Yeah, it's always same time, same procedure.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. But are you going out, Christian, on New Year's Eve, or celebrating at home with friends, or what are you doing on New Year's Eve?
Usually both. We meet somewhere, have a dinner or something, and then around 12 we go outside, watch the fireworks. But I heard just yesterday, I heard they're planning to forbid fireworks in Bavaria, where I live.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe there won't be any fireworks. We will see. So, well, it'll be just friends having a good time. Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah. This year, actually, as I'm traveling alone in my motorhome, I will be in Portugal and do dog sitting and house sitting from the 22nd till the 1st of January. So it will be very peaceful. About 12 kilometers land in from the Algarve, so it's 8 miles land in with a nice view. And the lady told me that I can see the firework from the coast. So I will be just by myself on a country house and do dog sitting and house sitting, because it's an older lady from Germany. And she wants to fly to Germany and see her grandkids. And actually, I saw it on social media. She's looking for somebody who does dog sitting, because when she finds someone she's trusting, then she can fly. And I said, yeah, go book a ticket to fly. So this year I will do dog sitting and house sitting peacefully in somewhere in Portugal. I've never been there in a house.
Nice.
Being by myself. Yeah, just being myself. Finishing my book finally. I don't know, Red, if you can hear me, it will come. The publisher in the US. And yeah, and just being by myself. What I also do is before New Year's Eve, that actually I do every year, is writing down. I do it twice a year. I do it at the end of the year, and I do it in summer. I always write down 10 goals for the next year. That's what I always do. 10 goals. That's what I always write down. 10 goals. That's what I do before New Year's Eve, writing down what are my goals for the next year, and preparing also a little bit. Yeah, absolutely. But not drinking much. I don't. The thing is, the last years on New Year's Eve, when I've been living on Mallorca with friends of mine, we always have been partying, not from New Year's Eve to the 1st of January. We always celebrated one day later. So I got up because on the 1st of January, it was always a tradition to listen to the New Year's concert from the Vienna Philharmonicers. So we listened to it and have a nice brunch. And then I went to my friend's home with my wife and my girlfriend, and doing, on the 1st of January, around 3-4 p.m. And his girlfriend was preparing a nice goulash, very nice goulash. We had this goulash, and eating and drinking and starting drinking. I did a DJ, and then we celebrated from the 1st to the 2nd of January, one day later. And the reason for that is there was no police control when you're driving back in the morning.
True.
So we had a couple of friends, about 10 people. We always come together on the 1st and celebrating from the 1st to the 2nd January, our New Year's Eve, without any risk to get caught by the police when we tried to bring the car safely home. Let's call it like this.
I remember as you were asking about traditions, Roland, on this. I remember on the 24th, my family, they go to church, and we visit our ancestors. They passed away. We go to the cemetery.
Really? On the 24th? Okay.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
We go there and light a candle. Yeah, and spend a few minutes there thinking about them.
Yeah, and I think we have this as a tradition. However, it is from a religion point of view. Prophet Muhammad said it's not really nice to go to the cemetery on that. So this is a celebration, enjoy it, and so on. But a lot of people would do the same. A lot. I mean, the majority would go during the Eid time to the cemetery they are thinking of it as if they are visiting, the beloved one that have left. but not really sad or something like that. It's just we're visiting and celebrating as well. So yeah, it's similar, but in different. We don't do it in the Christmas. It's during the Eid. It's more.
Okay, gentlemen, we're coming to an end. It was interesting to hear different aspects of Christmas, and actually Christmas and holidays, Christmas holidays. And thanks, gentlemen, for your time and for your contribution. So I wish you an amazing day, and we see each other next week. And for our audience, I hope you had some fun with us and learn something. If you want to communicate with us and get in contact with us, please go to our website. It's bonfiretalks.com. On the Bonfire Talks, you will see all the previous recordings. So it's live, this show. What's out, it's out, but we also recorded it. So you will have all these YouTube links if you missed one of the shows. And also you can have the contact details of all these panelists on the show, like Christian, Munir, myself, and the other guys. So, and if you have any suggestions for a topic you want to have to discuss, gentlemen out there, please let us know. Write to us. The email address is contact@bonfiretalks.com. Gentlemen, thanks a lot. Thanks, Christian. Thanks, Munir. I wish you an amazing day. And see you next time. Like you said, dinner for one, same time, same procedure. Thanks and bye-bye.
All right. Thank you. Cheers.
Bye, guys.
Bye.